Hi, everyone. Today we're looking at broadcasting messages. Broadcasting messages is an important concept. We will be using it in a couple lessons coming up. With broadcasting messages, you can have one actor tell another actor to do something. Today, we're going to use the actor of a button to make the beatbot do something. So let's start this part. Okay, so it says some code to label the buttons has already been added for you. So our button's already labeled punch, jump, etc. So we need to broadcast. So when our punch button is clicked, we want to broadcast punch. This code is nice for you to have already because it tells it to change color, turn the button on, things like that. So you don't have to change this code. We just wanted to make sure that when we click that button, it broadcasts punch. Now we want to program the jump button to broadcast jump. So we're now on the jump button. So when this button is clicked, we want to broadcast jump. So if you go back to our previous one, the broadcast came at the beginning. So let's do the same thing here. Let's move this button right up to the top. When it's clicked, it's going to broadcast. Okay, now we should test out our punch and jump buttons, see if they work. So if I hit punch, he punches. If I hit jump, he jumps. So those worked. Now keep in mind, there was already code on the beatbot to receive the different messages that are broadcast by the buttons. We did not have to do the receive part of this. So now we need to add the code for the third button. You'll notice I avoid saying this because I'm really not sure how you pronounce that. I'll be perfectly honest. So now I've done this button. And lastly, I should do my moonwalk button. But don't have any code here for my moonwalk button. So I'm going to take the code that I did here, Control C, and then go to my moonwalk button and paste it there, but I'm going to broadcast moonwalk. And now we can play it out and see if it works. Punch, jump, and moonwalk. Beautiful. And then you can click I'm done. Okay, for this one, you want to send messages to the beatbot. So we got to program these buttons to send the message to the beatbot. This one, we have to do both parts. You have to do the send message from the buttons and the receive portion to the beatbot. So first thing we're on is the beatbot. He's going to receive the first button, and then we're going to play some drum sound. You can pick whatever you want. I have no idea what that sounds like. But he's also going to receive from the other button, so we need to pull this over again. Click in there. We're going to receive the punch. And we want a different sound for that. Now we go to our blue button. When our actor's clicked, we're going to turn our blue button on, change this to on. We're going to broadcast our punch. We're going to wait. And then we're going to turn our blue button off, which should be our next costume. Hopefully that works fine. Then our orange button's clicked. Notice I went over here to change the orange button. Switch to orange button on. broadcast, wait, and then switch to our next costume again. Now let's see if it works. Now we have to click down here when the ball is down there. So sometimes it's a matter of timing whether you can get there fast enough. If you have a touch screen, your touch screen computers work really well with that. I had to click on the alien to exit that part. You might need to know that. Now we're going to use the buttons to change music. So next, we're going to play background music, the Easy Rider drums. Click next. When the actors clicked, right now we're on the blue button. We're going to play a sound. And the sound we're going to play is sound 1. Well, we don't have a sound 1. So how do we get sound 1? We have to type it. Sound 1. Oops, there's no space. And then we have to go to our orange button and do this again. And when this actor's clicked, we're going to broadcast sound 2. Well, sound 2 isn't there, so we have to type it. Now we should have 2 things, one for the blue button, one for the orange button. Okay, and now when I receive sound 1, we're going to play side stick, I don't know what that is. But notice when I typed sound 1 on the blue button, now it's available to be received. So you only have to type it in one place. You actually don't want to type it in both places. When I receive sound 2, we're going to play a different drum sound. Okay. Again, I have no idea what any of these. How about cowbell? Can always use more cowbell, right? And let's try it out. So I got this music playing in the background. Now if I hit my orange button. I'm not a percussionist, so you can see. Then you can click, I'm done. That's it for our broadcast messaging lessons. There's a little quiz at the end, but I'm sure you can do fine. Thanks.